Hi, fellow GPers. It is coming to a close here with our final week, with August being Gastroparesis Awareness Month, and I had spoken last night about feeling like a burden. Tonight I thought I would talk about some of the symptoms that I have. I don't think a lot of people understand gastroparesis, and one thing that I've learned is with anyone that I meet who has GP, we're all different. We might have some of the similar symptoms, but a lot of us were just very different. So what do I experience? What are my main symptoms with GP that are just difficult to manage? Chronic, never-ending nausea. It is like you're pregnant, have the stomach flu, and you roll the tilt-a-whirl, and you have to get up, go about your day every single day, and put a smile on your face and feel that nauseousness. It is very difficult. I have learned to live life despite it, and I know like clockwork when my medication wears off, because it comes right back. Most times my medication does help me with that so that I can get some relief, but there are days it just doesn't help. There are days where I feel better. We just never know. GP has been a roller coaster. Right now I'm heading towards a remission, which is amazing. I have been in remission once before for 6 months. I hope to double that. That's my goal. Another thing that I really struggle with is fatigue. What I do, it is just awful. Fatigue is different than being tired. Tired is what I would have said before I had GP. Fatigue is when you cannot shower, you cannot get upstairs to tell your kids goodnight, to do the things in your home. I mean, it is just humbling. Sometimes, it is just so humbling. It is so hard. It's hard to describe. It's a fatigue that truly, what I do for that is all my meds are sedating. So for me, a nutritional program with premium nutrition helps me be able to get up and put a smile on my face, and helps me the most, and I am just so grateful for it. So that really helps me with energy, because there's really nothing that they could do to help me with that, and so that's what I have found works well for me. Another symptom that I have that is debilitating is cyclical vomiting, and I never know when it's going to start. Cyclical vomiting I spoke about last night, but it's vomiting that starts really with no rhyme or reason, and it lasts for me about 48 hours, and it is where you constantly throw up 24/7 for 48 hours straight. There was no break. 5 or 10 minutes, lay down and get a little bit of rest. It is constant throwing up. I had never experienced anything like that. It was awful. I was so malnourished that my hair was falling out by the roots. That attacked my self-esteem. I felt like I was a burden. I was adding medical debt to my family. I felt horrible about it. I wasn't contributing to my family in the ways that I had before. It was very hard when you're a mom and you have GP and you want to do so many things, and GP just says, nope, not today. How do you explain that to your kids? It's very hard. And then if you're like me, you will tear yourself down and think, okay, I should have been able to do so-and-so, or this and this. But you know what? Through my experience and through the doctors and the people who've helped me along my journey, they were very quick to point out, where I have progressed and that I've gotten better, and that things can get better. But I have to take it one day at a time. Another symptom that I have that is high anxiety. I had that before. I had GP, but it is just on a whole nother level with GP. And so when your gut is out of whack, it is a huge problem for your whole entire body, and I didn't know that. And so I take pre and probiotics daily. It really helps so much. It's actually in my program, so I don't have to take extra stuff during my day. So I just do my program 1, 2, 3, and I'm done for the day. But when I'm getting that pre and probiotics into my body, the mood uplift has just been so amazing. I was really in a dark, negative space, and I can say I was just stuck in negativity. Going to the doctor, is exhausting. It is, if you have fatigue like I do, it is sometimes insurmountable task. Just having the symptoms of GP, I have so many more. I'm just kind of giving you the highlights. They're hard to deal with. Everything is just compounds, and it just feels like I'm carrying this boulder on my back sometimes, and I have to take a step back and say, okay, stop. This is where you're at. This is where you were. This is where you want to be. And then I make goals to get to to where I want to be, make smaller goals so I can achieve the goals that I want to do. Do I always win? No. But when I do, I'm so proud of myself, so I keep pushing myself. Another thing is I can't take antibiotics, and I can't cook food for my family because of the smells and aromas. You know, some days I am fine and I can eat in a restaurant. There are other days where my family is eating something and it makes me have to run to the bathroom to get sick. So I leave my house, I go to my garage or a porch when my family is eating, and I would love to just be normal and have family dinners. You know, that's a goal of mine that I have not got to yet, but I'm working on it. Like I said, I can't cook food, so it's very hard. I'm dependent upon my husband to help cook food for me and the kids, and that's something that I used to love to do for my family. I hope someday that will change, but that's just another thing that I have that has been really hard to deal with. And I will say the last thing that has really been the most difficult, besides all those really bad symptoms, I've had many more, but that's just giving you my highlights, is the people that don't support you. And, you know, if there's a process of they don't understand what you have, and then they start to kind of understand it as they see your journey, but then when they see you feel better on a good day, they assume that you're all the way better, and it's easier sometimes to just let people think that because it's just so difficult to explain GP. And honestly, if you've never been around someone with GP, it's really hard to grasp. And you know, some of the people that loved me, I thought, didn't show up, and some of the people that I never thought would show up for me did. So it just was a hard journey. I can't say it was easy, but I'm so grateful for it because my social circle in my bubble is the healthiest it's ever been. I have people that are positive, not negative Nellies or Nancy's or Nelsons in my life. I don't have time for it. I don't know how long my good days are, and I push really hard on my good days because I want to make my life count. And so I just want to share with you that, you know, I deal with this stuff every single day, and you know what? There are some days where I just want to lay in my bed and just say to heck with it all. But I can't do that because I have 4 eyeballs watching me, my 2 daughters, and my husband too. I don't want to let them down or ever see me quit. And so I encourage you to lean on people who you can trust and share with them, talk about what you're feeling. You have to get that out, and you'll go through the process of, you know, accepting your illness and the things you can do, the things you can't do. You'll have ups and downs, and it's a journey. But just know that there are other people out there that are experiencing what you're experiencing. It might not be the same exact situation, but we all can relate to each other. So if you can share your story and find the courage to do so, you're going to help so many other people. There are 5 million people that have GP. It is little kids and young adults get me the most, or the elderly. You know, I had a life and a life before I got sick. When I see little kids who haven't and young adults, it just breaks my heart. So that's why I go out of my comfort zone. This is not something that I like to do. I am not a person who likes to do public speaking, but I do it because those kids need someone. If they can share their story, then I need to do my job to get the word out and help other people too. So I just wanted to share with you some of the symptoms that I fight. I would love to hear some of the symptoms that you fight on a daily basis. I also have a PICC line. But I know a lot of you have feeding tubes, you know, so maybe that's something that you deal with on a day-to-day basis and have difficulties or challenges with that. I'd love to hear that. You know, when we know better, we do better. So I'm a proponent for education and making sure that we help each other. So I just wanted to give you a few thoughts for the day of what I was going through, and I want to implore you guys to please do the GP Pie Face Challenge videos. It ended, but let's keep going to the end of the month. It is our chance to have a chance for a cure. It's simple. You just need a Ready Whip spray can of whipped cream or shaving cream and a paper plate and a good heart that wants to help other people raise awareness for GP. And so you just do the video, upload it on social media. If you want to tag me, I'll make sure it gets to the GP Pie Face Challenge founder, Andrew Bellevue, and we'll get them shared, you guys. So with that, I can't wait to hear your stories. Can't wait to see the pies fly, and just know that in order for us to have a cure, we need to step outside our comfort zones and share about what's going on and let people know that this is an epidemic. This is something that we don't want to live with. We don't want to be managed. We want to be cured. And the only way we can do that is by raising awareness and raising money for a cure. So I'm going to do my part. I hope you do yours, and I hope that you're having a great day. Stay healthy, stay strong. You're a warrior, and if you ever need anything from me, I am so happy to get back to you. You message me. It takes about 48 hours for me to get back to you, and that's simply just because I have a business that I own, and I'm really busy with that. But I will get back to you, and I want to be there for you. When I was diagnosed and going through some of my really, really dark months and years, I didn't really have a lot of people to talk about, and with what I was feeling inside, I didn't really say a whole lot. And I took that route, and it would have been much better had I been open like I am now a couple years sooner. So live and learn. So I thank you for your support. Thank you for liking this page. Please share and hit like. The more people that know about this page, the more they understand gastroparesis and what you're going through, and the more we can help other people feel their best and hope for a cure. So with that, pray for a cure, cure GP, and stay strong, fight on. Talk to you soon.